Hello everybody, welcome to my Small YouTubers Monday Mingle. I just went for a bit of alliteration to be able to get things moving. No, I just figured I needed a catchy sort of tune, got my hair up because it's a really hot day and yeah, my hair's just doing strange things. I hope the sound is okay. I'm just going to try and do a little test. Because I have a new microphone. No, I don't really. I've had this microphone for years, but because it's so big and bulky, I don't always end up using it. So I might do a little bit of a feature on that at some point. So microphones. So let's do YouTube tips. It's one of our topics. And we can discuss these kinds of things. So today's show is all about YouTube. I come from the Fens in a way. Well, no, I do come from the Fens, actually. I don't think you guys really knew that. Did I look like I was going cross-eyed? Welcome, everybody. It's really lovely to have you here tonight. I have I just wanted to do a more engaging show rather than doing something at the same time as live streaming. I just figured that it would be more beneficial to do a focused show on a fixed topic, see if that builds a bigger audience, see if the title pulls people in because they're interested in growing their channel. So I want to know how everybody's doing, how everyone's getting on with their channels. Just waiting for the comments to fire up at the moment. I'm actually going to open it up on my iPad just to see if I can get things going on there too. Yeah, normally I try and catch up with stuff at the same time, but I'm not multitasking. The only thing I'm multitasking is if I'm going to show you guys bits. If I'm going to show you guys bits and bobs. I'm making sure I'm on the right channel. Yes, I have broadcasted to my Natasha channel. I have I'm just looking for myself. Here we go. So my thumbnail is quite funny. I forgot you don't get to do a thumbnail on this. So it just starts to take one. But Small YouTubers Monday Mingle, it is Monday. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, but I think now the shops have gone back. The shops in the UK have opened now. All of them have officially been given the all clear to open. We're still waiting for hairdressers to be given their instructions on what they need to do for their safety and so on. So it's a bit of an interesting time. We did have the news featuring big queues outside some of the big retailers, especially the sort of budget retailers. It was quite interesting to see. I think I would rather just wait a few more weeks and wait till it's quieter. There are no queues, etc. My dad's just texted. Oh, I'm pleased. Hope he's okay. Sorry, there's me focusing. How are you guys doing though? Pop in the comments below what you're up to, where you're from, how far you are from the UK, because it's nice to see how far wide. Normally we have a good old mixture of people from the east and the west and in between, and it's just a lovely little metropolitan place to mingle, basically. I do have friends on YouTube from different parts of the world, and it just makes me feel great because I learned so much about different places and different things. Let me just finish this text to my dad. Non-electric. He's found something for me, basically, and just trying to see if I'm so sorry to do this. There we go, done. Okay, so I have never thought about telling my family that I'm live streaming because normally there would never be any need for me to focus and concentrate. But since it's my dad, I'll just make an allowance. So we won't be popping links into the box, but I will be able to I'll be able to put some links in there for you. I'm still not 100% sure on the rulings for that and how it's going to go. We're a bit short on comments at the moment, so I'm just going to be talking to you guys without any prompts and so on. But if you do have any questions to put in there, pop your questions in the chat. Anything about YouTube, anything about my channel, my videos. I really want you guys to benefit from being in the live stream. I don't want you guys to just be helping me to grow my channel to get to monetization. I would love for you guys to be able to grow, network, learn, because I am a teacher by trade. If you haven't seen my videos, you wouldn't know, but if you have, you definitely would know that I'm a teacher by trade, and I do love to share information, but I also love to learn myself. I always love to grow and to improve. So anything that I can do to increase my knowledge, I'll pass it on to you guys, and vice versa. We can chat through ideas, problems, trends in YouTube, strategies. If anyone's got any issues with YouTube at the moment, we can help brainstorm some solutions and so on. So pop your questions, suggestions, thoughts, empty your brains and pop them into my comments box. And I might just got a little delay. No, Resh is here. Hey, hello, Resh. How are you doing? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Yes, it is a happy Monday, actually. I'm feeling quite happy today. And it's been a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day today. And I hope it's been lovely for you as well. I love your thumbnail. Really love your thumbnail picture. It's so pretty. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Are you feeling happy? Are you working, studying? Are you chilling out, multitasking, YouTubing while you're doing other things, which is completely fine. YouTube watching would be the theme. Thank you for being the first to comment. That's great. It's always good to have some text in the comment box. It's been the longest I've been online, I think, without comments, but I may be thinking that because I'm not doing anything at the same time. I'm just focusing on this. But let me see. How are things on your channel? Now, I'm seeing a different thumbnail on your chat to your channel. Has it been updated recently? It was really great to spend some time with you on my earlier live streams. I really do thank you I really do thank you for your time and for being able to come onto the live streams and help me by having an audience in the first ones. It's helped me to stay confident and stay online, and just opening a file on my computer for just a specific purpose. Have you been really busy with design? Oops, Resh, have things been pretty hectic for you, or are you fully self-employed with your graphic work that you don't need to worry about coding? Yeah, I've got you to coding as well. You do so many techie things that people need when they have a digital presence. Good evening from the UK, everybody. It is 7 o'clock, 8 minutes past 7 this evening, and the sun is setting. I should be doing this outside with a nice chilled glass of Prosecco because the weather is lovely, but I like to just sit in my base at my desk where I've got everything just chilled. But I think at some point I might just venture out and see how the stream how the router handles streaming from the garden, and just see what that will be like. There's one thing I need to improve on. So tonight's topic is YouTuber growth, development, keep on moving, helping each other to grow. Not by the cliche of, I'll watch your channel, you watch mine. Not that way, but just by giving each other tips and advice and sharing useful knowledge to build our channels and make it a happier place for everyone when they're running their channels. So Resh says, still coding hard on the website. That's the first time I've seen that comment frame pop up. That's really, really cool. Comment frame. So are you talking about the base of this just here? Ta-da! Let me do it as a ta-da! Here we have the beautiful box. I'm using StreamYard. I've only been on it since the 19th of May, so I've got a few more days to use up. 4 days, in fact. I've got 20 hours of broadcasting to use up, which I didn't think I'd be using up. I thought I'd be using more, but some videos I just find that I don't need to, some live streams, I don't actually need to fully put on my visuals. I found that StreamYard was great for me to start off with, to be able to add a bit more dimension to my live streams with some prompts. You know, I would love to say that things just pop out of my head at the right very moment that I need to say them, but I'm one of those people who loses focus, and I'm very honest now. I share warts and all, whatever's going on in my head during the time. So I will give people topics to talk about, because I feel, you know, watching my live stream, you should get something beneficial, either entertainment or useful information, or if not, at the very least, some sort of structure to the live stream. And yes, I have done them in the past where I'm just, hey, come on, watch me paint. Painted that box up there. We're just waiting for the baby to be born before I finish it. Other things, I've unboxed a delivery, you know, but I've put on the video what's happening with those. But yes, you can show the comments. But it's interesting you've not seen that before. But that's, unless you're on about something else. But yeah. So your next comment. You're welcome. You're a fantastic and fluid speaker. Well, I don't think I would argue with the fact that I'm fluid, because I am a chatterbox, and that's probably the most polite way I've seen somebody talk about being a chatterbox. We have 6 people in the room. That's a really good start. That's probably the most I've had in one go at the beginning of a live stream. So numbers are building, and it's getting exciting, because as we've all felt, we don't always like to just sit and talk to nothingness. And I never just sit and talk to myself in a normal world. On the videos I film, I tend not to sit. I tend to do my talky talk videos now to an audience on live streams, and I tend to do my vlogs and things as little intros, and then I film the activity I'm doing. So you're a joy to listen to. That's made my day, because I want to motivate people. I want to give people some sort of positivity, whether it's a chilled out, happy place to be in, to come to my live stream and just have some socializing, connect with people, be in the real world. I am looking for guest speakers today who want to just come on and do a bit of chatting too. Maybe if you don't want to put your cameras on, you can do your microphones on. I think I should just push myself a little bit to mustn't say the so much, to need to push myself a little bit to try one extra thing on a live stream, a bit more multitasking stuff that I haven't yet done, and that will be today. So shortly, in a little while, if those of you who've been regularly attending my live streams, I need to do this with someone who I know fairly well, so Resh, you're included in that, and I've just seen Jason pop in, who I did already speak to about doing a video with me for a few minutes or so on one of my live streams. So be prepared to hop on. I will try my best to share you the link. So it has been a gorgeous day today. It is so beautiful. Resh, whereabouts are you? Because I still get a bit forgetful of people, where people are, and may not have fully seen. You know, when you look at people's channels, you go straight to the videos and get watching. I've started to do less of people's about sections lately. But yes, that thing, brilliant. Okay, I'm reading the comments more slowly, guys, but I hope you were well. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to pop your thumbs up on the button below if you, because you're watching on the actual screen, and I'm watching on my broadcast screen. I will be sharing my screen at some point, hopefully, because again, that's a second element I want to add to my live streams, where I can show you guys how to do things on your channels if I know how to do them and you don't, kind of thing. I don't profess to know everything about YouTube, but I have had a channel since 2009, and this channel was 2015. So there's a lot of people I know who do need a few tips and ideas on how to do certain things. So I may walk you through my channel and show a few bits and bobs that I've done. There's so much I need to do on my channel, but I think content is the most important thing to begin with. So my friend from Peterborough, Jason, he is thinking outside of the box, escape rooms. Does StreamYard help with just streaming or editing standalone YouTube videos? To my knowledge, StreamYard only works. It's such a simple piece of software. It's just a simple website. There is no upload, fix, or edit, but actually it does record the live streams. I had a few days of a free trial with StreamYard where I was able to record a video when I created a broadcast, and then I was able to download my live streams at the end of the session, and then they stopped it. I think it was just to give me a little taste of what I could get if I paid a premium membership. And I don't believe I could, let me see. It's a bit like an interface, really. But what StreamYard do, or even YouTube does, is you can edit your video before you publish it. If anything happens, you can cut bits out. But I can't remember 100% if it just takes you back to YouTube or not, and you can edit it in YouTube. But to my knowledge, let's say no for the editing part. StreamYard. I can show you the simple page of what happens. So I think, but you can also download. I think I've already explained that bit. You can download the final thing. So to invite a guest, I will show you guys my screen for a second. I have Weymouth, I see. Is that how? Oh my God, Weymouth is my favorite holiday place. My parents used to go there. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Every single year we would go to Weymouth and we would go and stay in a caravan overlooking the White Horse, not overlooking the White Horse. We were in the White Horse Caravan Park. It was a static van, a really big, long van overlooking beautiful Weymouth Bay. And we'd have time to just chill out and play. We'd be able to play outside. It was a really, really small complex. And behind us up in the hill, in the back fields, was the White Horse, which we went since, my mum even went when she was a little girl, and my nan went. So it's like a massive, massive family tradition. So on a desktop computer, so there's two things. I'll pause. I've got to talk about the Weymouth thing first. Yeah, so I stopped going to Weymouth, I think, when I was 18. My parents still do go occasionally, but they actually now go and stay in a guest house or a little cottage or something. But now they prefer to go a bit further out to like a little barn cottage or something that's further away. But they drive to Portland. Gosh, it's always freezing cold on Portland. We used to really be careful with our money in those days. So we didn't go to restaurants and spend loads of money having dinners out and so on. But we would have, I don't know how old you are, Ash. I'm guessing you're a bit younger than me. But we had fish and chips from the Little Chef on the corner of the main street, opposite the clock tower, I think it is. And on the corner of the main street where the no, your picture's definitely not Weymouth Bay there, is it? Where the road goes off towards that big fancy joke shop and the beach shop, and across the road is the train station. So it's on the corner of the train station road and the main promenade sort of bit. We used to stand outside there with a portion of chips, like twice we did that. And I remember the Nothe Fort, and there was this amazing shopping centre at one point in the 90s, and it was called Brewer's Quay, but it was packed full of beautiful little shops. You used to buy the best marbles, you know, when you roll marbles on the floor and you you try and hit someone else's marble and you win that prize. It was really, really great. So I just remember fondly those holidays, because we didn't go abroad. We had everything we needed, but our parents made sure that we had a holiday every year, even though money was tight. And we stayed in the caravan. We used to drive there, park up. I won't tell you the whole story, but it was great. And when I used to be really into my extreme sports, because I was a bit of a tomboy, they hadn't got the skate park open then, but I was a bit scared to do it anyway. But I used to go in all of the skate shops in Bournemouth. There was one called Consortium, and that was when I was 14, 15, 16 maybe, so 82, 92, 98 to 2000. And I bought a pair of aggressive skates from there, which were really comfy. They were way better than normal rollerblades. And I just used to get loads of skate stuff, and in those days skate stuff wasn't cool for girls, so you have to buy the blokey stuff. And because I was tall, I had some really baggy pants. Can't remember all the brands, but I used to love Carhartt, and I was a real independent, followed my own. I had no friends who were interested in the same thing apart from guys, but I used to just love the extreme sports scene: snowboarding, skateboarding, BMX. I did BMXing street, flatland, really. I didn't really go for the street because I wasn't very good at it, but I used to try and do a bit of flatland and endo 45s. I couldn't really do endo 90s as such, but I used to be able to do it was a weird old thing. I didn't have a lot of time for it, but I was just so interested in it all. And it was just a place where there was a lot of shops that did offer that, compared to Peterborough, which just has nothing. Wow, you guys built the skate park is it just knit between the holiday park I was talking about up the hill and Newcombe Bay? I think it was at the top of the hill, and then coming down towards the seafront. Between there was the Sea Life Centre, which I've been to several times, which was really good over the years. And we had a look at the skate park, and I think I just kind of thought, I'm a bit old for this now. Not a bit old for this now, but I think I felt a bit too girly, too out of it, because it wasn't real girl scene in those days. And I was still girly girl, even though and I just was a bit scared of heights. And I think really you need to be doing it a lot to be able to have the confidence to go on a half pipe and just crack on kind of thing. Had a scooter as well, but I just didn't. So here we go. Let me pause that thought for a second and go to the StreamYard preview. I've got some channels queued up as well to have a little looky see at. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm just picking up Jason. I can't. You know what? One thing I struggle to do. Okay, guys, do you want to put your channel links in? Normally I don't do this, but we could always delete it after. But I'm struggling to find my subscriptions because I have lots of subscriptions. I need to remove some of my subscriptions, really. I'm so sorry. This sounds a bit of a... Oh, there we go. There we go. I wasn't typing the full thing in. There we go. Oh, that's naughty of me. Jason, I wasn't subscribed to your channel. I'm so sorry. It's because I'm on my lives. I'm just so busy. And I did write down a little task list to do from the last live I was on. And where have I put it? I don't know. I don't know. Answer. It's here. It's here. Because I do like to be able to go back and show some love. So if you guys just bear with me. I'm going to share you my screen and show you the StreamYard Bitsy Bobby. And okay, so I'm going to look at the function that says share my screen. I've only shared my screen on streams when I was teaching languages to my clients. and I would have a worksheet there ready. I wouldn't be broadcasting to the world, so I'm just double checking. I have no personal information visible that would be compromised if anyone accessed it, but no. So to share my screen, 2 monitors. Yeah, well, fine. Is my computer a good one? It's a MacBook Air. It's a bit old now. It's a few years old. Some screens let you share audio. Look for the share audio checkbox, sharing audio from a Chrome tab, so I could play you like a video or something. But so let's share the screen. So you can see, okay, Google Chrome would like to record this computer's screen, so I need to grant access so you guys can see my screen, and open system preferences. Okay, so I don't want to share my entire screen, just application window or the tab. So the settings have only just opened. Allow the apps below to record the contents of your screen even while using other apps. Yes, so I'm just, oh, that won't work. Google Chrome will not be able to record the contents of your screen until it is quit. You can choose to quit Chrome now or do it later. So I'm glad I've shared this with you guys so I can at least give you a benefit of my experience, because I've never seen anyone for the first time ever share their screen. So I'm going to quit now. No, I'm not, because I want to be able to come back. So I'm going to quit it later and close that. And if I shared, I think I can still share this with you guys. I need to share the whole screen because I'll be sharing different bits and bobs with you, and I can stop the share at any time. The window or a Chrome tab. That's quite cool. Let me just share with you a Chrome tab for now. So this is my StreamYard tab. We're currently looking. Oh, isn't that something? Isn't that something? So let me now. How do I stop sharing? Because all I can do is, there we go. Okay, so that was what you could see, which was a bit freaky because it just went inside the window that I had. So instead, let me share a different tab. And this time I'm going to share this second StreamYard tab I have open, which is this is what you get to when you just log in, basically, and you go to broadcast. You set up a destination a day or two in advance to make sure the permissions have been set up between where you're streaming to. I have no idea what I would do if I was to add another YouTube channel to this and a few other destinations, such as my Facebook and other groups. I've got lots of Facebook groups where I just like to grow audiences for internet marketing purposes when I actually get more time. Resh, you had the pleasure of hearing me spill out or outpour about all my different thingies. I'm a bit more chilled out at the moment. We're on lockdown, chill out. I'm not locked down, but I am kind of behaving like I am. So I have this upcoming broadcast here, and I could create a new one, but I'm not going to because I'm currently on this one, and you can click here to invite a guest and to view. So to edit past broadcasts, let's see, Jason, if the ability comes. You may be able, I don't want to go into the studio while I'm streaming, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of how it works. And to upgrade would give me your plans. I do, maybe I should also go for a triple whammy in terms of, I've just realized I am actually on the screen while I'm doing the streaming, which is perfect. Jessie, hi Inday, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you guys. I know you guys might be heading over to another channel at 8 o'clock. I have got that queued up to introduce, so we can give it a plug. And I'll let you guys know about that one later. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I have, so I was saying about the 3 things I should be pushing myself to do tonight that I don't normally do on my live streams. Introducing affiliate marketing, which you guys can all benefit from yourselves if you just have the confidence to take the plunge. For me, it's just been about streamlining, getting the videos out there, but I feel like I need to get my affiliate links in there, get my disclosure clear so that I can be putting a bit of a message out there every time I publish a video about the equipment I use or tools that I find are really good for the subject matter of the video that I'm talking about. And there is a bonus for you guys. If you wanted to go on a paid streaming program, I can share you my affiliate link and you get a bonus. I believe. So on the free one, I'm on the free one. You've got the StreamYard icon in the corner, and you can only do 20 hours a month. $20 a month. If you pay for the year, it's cheaper. You have no branding. You can stream as much as you want, put your own logo in there, overlays, so pictures can appear over the top and fancy backgrounds. I can't remember the RTMP. I think it's Wix. Okay, that's a bit more fancy, but it's quite cool to know. And 4 hours per stream of videoing capacity, recording capacity. And I quite like the idea of multi-streaming because I could stream to, because I've got different platforms and so on. So that's basically how it goes. But I'll let you guys come back to here. Jason, you mentioned how do you do the thumbs up? I'll come to the rest of your comments shortly, guys, but thank you so much for coming. And there's some hugs going across the room virtually for people. Jessie, I'm just showing people who haven't seen StreamYard the back end of it, just to show them what's happening, basically. So that's when you came in, I think. The part I wanted to show you now, so Jason mentioned how do you thumbs up a video. You might have figured it out already. On a, where are we now? On a computer. So Jason said, how do you thumbs up on a desktop computer? If I now share with you the next screen of, I'm getting better at this. I'm nice and calm, which is good. So the tab, if I share with you Resh's channel, did that work? Nope, I didn't. I'm trying to talk and do it. So if I share you Resh's channel, here you can see the videos I've watched of Resh's. We have 141,000. What are you doing on here? You're too big. No, you're very welcome here still. 141,000. That is insane. Guys, you have to watch this animation content here. It is brilliant. It is brilliant. So this is Resh's work. I can't imagine how painstaking it is, but I have a bit of an insight from reading some of the information you've provided on how long the process is and some of the bits that you talked about. The way to do a video, so let's look at this video. Oops, why is it doing it in there? I'm a bit confused. I wanted to show you, here we go. Here's the traditional, the sound is off. Here's the traditional piece. Jason, under here is a thumbs up section here. So we would press the thumbs up, although I tend to wait till the video is actually running before I thumbs anything up anyway. But in this instance, there's our thumbs up, thumbs down, and then our comments appear further down. So I'm going to pause that to come back to that one later. And I'm going to stop the tab sharing and come back to you guys on the screen and go on to a few more questions, comments, and so on. Jessie, we were talking about where Resh lives, and it's actually a seaside town that I've been visiting every year from the age of about, I don't know, 6 until 18. And no, actually, I tell a lie. I went back after I was 18. My parents when I was at uni, they did a one last holiday for me and my sister. Went then too. So every year, you're only 5 minutes away from somewhere beautiful to chill and contemplate life. You're 35. Okay, so I'm 38 in a few weeks. So we're in a similar. So you might know that little chef place I was talking about. The picture is Mauritius. Definitely looks more exotic than Weymouth Bay. Not Weymouth Bay because I would be able to tell, but the British coastline. I'm sure there's some beautiful sea sites with green, and I've seen some of those on Kevin's channel as well. Mauritius, where your dad's from. Donc voilà Pourquoi tu parles un peu de français? Voilà pourquoi tu parles français, parce que ton père est de Maurice. Maurice? Saint-Maurice? Non. No, not Saint-Maurice. Mauritius. I don't know. Put me out of my misery. And Jason says, yeah, marbles. I don't own any now, but the chat's gone. The chat's gone. I've lost the chat. Brewer's Quay was amazing. Like you say, loads of lovely eclectic shops, and the time walk was a bit of a staple. Yeah, that's getting the old cobwebs, the old cog spinning. And your friends and you built the skate park. We've talked about that bit already. That is really, really cool. That is just so cool. I feel like I'm a bit vertical at the moment. How is the sound coming through? Because I'm using my Blue Yeti that I've had for years. The reason I wasn't using it in the last few weeks, even though I've had it out, was because of my pop-up blocker. Oh my god, did I really just say that? My pop. It's taken me ages to screw this on, and the sticky bits have now moved. I just could never get it. Let's hide that comment a second. How are you doing, Jessie? It's been ages since I've been properly in the same internet space as you at the same time. So a week, maybe just a week, but it feels like ages. This was when I was bought for my birthday or Christmas, and I kind of thought it's in the way. So if I speak like this, how does it sound? And if I speak like this, how does it sound? It's supposed to make the P's p-p-p, but I don't think it's relevant for streaming. So I figured, why not just get the microphone out anyway, and I'll be able to play it back later and compare the sound. But maybe you guys could attest to the difference in sound. There is also the settings. I've put it onto cardioid, which is supposed to be just me talking to it, and so any noise in the rest of the house shouldn't be picked up as such, and it won't be so bad. But I'm going to be doing some experimenting, and my voice should be going straight to it. But if I talk up here, it might be a bit quieter, but maybe the distance isn't so big to make it an issue. So it's so cool you guys booked that skate park. I will tell my dad, because he was so interested in all that kind of extreme sports stuff with me in those days. So he was my champion for it. He was the one who said, let's take it to the shop. You know, you want to get this, let's get you it. I would be using my own money, but he would be, talking to me about the stuff and, very interested in it. He didn't do skating or snowboarding himself. He's got bad knees, but he was always really keen to support me in my interest, even though it was a hugely male-dominated thing. Jessie says, hi. Jessie is from the United States. She's from Maryland. Maryland. I call it Maryland. And we used to have Maryland cookies years ago, and there were these tiny little cookies in a little pack, and they were gorgeous. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Inday Janice, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. And I did say I was going to throw in a link. I haven't actually told you why I'm online as early as 7:30. Well, Annabelle has been fast asleep since 6 o'clock. She woke up from a nap. She didn't really wake up properly. It was a really late nap. And in the end, she just stayed all snuggled and laying on me. So I just thought, I'll carry her up to her bed, even though she woke up and she was like crying. And tucked her into her bed, cuddled her, and she went out like a shot. That is the easiest bedtime. I have saved an hour of my life. So Annabelle is 2.5 years old, if any of you don't know her. But you will know me by now, the rest of you, and how hard it is to be a mummy and do live YouTube streaming and all of the above. So yeah, Resh used to be semi-pro skateboarding on YouTube. So Resh, let's have a little look. A little clip. Let's have a little stalk of your channel. It must be on your channel, I guess. My internet's a little slow, so I'm struggling to find everything coming up. I can see your graphic ones. Come on, pop the link in. Pop the link into your video. I was thinking, what's the best way for us to share links? If I maybe do a web page beforehand of all the links, or put them into a description of some kind. But as I'm in the StreamYard, interface. I'm not sure 100% if I can put it in there, but those of you who are very savvy on the do's and don'ts of YouTube in regards to their algorithms and so on. That's the baby monitor on the go there. Sorry, guys. Maybe some of you will know about the links, the rumors that go around about the links. You know, don't post links in your live streams. It's spammy, blah, blah, blah. So thank you very much for the compliment. It's very nice of you to say. I don't look as chubby today in the live stream. I think when I put my hair up, it makes me a bit slimmer. I didn't pull it up so my face would go like that. I just, you know, hair Botox. Pull your hair up so tight it looks like you've got Botox. So Jessie asked what were we trying to do. We've gone through that one. So yes, you are at last. At least. I don't know what bit that was in relation to, Jessie, when you said yes, I am at least. Hi, Resh. That's where we met, in Jessie's realm. Or was it Kevin's realm? So a bit of networking. So Jessie does unboxing videos, as her title says. And emoticons on desktop is a nightmare. Tidal wave, heart, tidal wave, haha. You can do it the long way, the long word way. That's cool. OBX Picker. Hey, nice to see you. Are you still here? Have I been talking while I've not noticed you come in? Welcome. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Let me make sure I make a note to make sure I'm subscribed to you. Your name does look familiar. I think I've seen you in some reselling videos recently and wanted to watch your videos, so I bookmarked you in the old clicking the button way, and haven't yet managed to catch up on your channel, so I will do so afterwards. No, Jessie, I just paused and I could see it, I could hear in the back of my head. I was like, wonder if she, you know, because when you're in the middle of something and somebody joins you, it's one of those things. But really appreciate you being in the headspace to offer help if we were stuck. That's really lovely. Jason says howdy, thumbs up in the chat. No, do thumbs up in the chat. But no question's a silly question. I just kind of thought you hadn't done the thumb me up bit, because I used to say like the video, like, share and subscribe, and then it changed to thumbs up, and I think I was a bit late on the transition between saying one thing to another. Hope you guys are okay. Hope you have a bit of a chill time at the moment. I know for Jessie it's, I don't know, about 5-6 hours ahead. Not ahead. Did I say ahead earlier in America? I watched American live stream and I said ahead. I meant behind, but they didn't say anything. They were very kind, bless them. They're lovely people. It's the Bargain Effect show that I watch. And then next one, Il Maurice. So Maurice was kind of there, but I was spelling it with a T in my head, and so. What? Oh, that's the wrong channel then. That's why the thumbnail looks different. Thank you, Jessie. That's actually cleared that up. Oh, that's, yeah, I must have followed there so early on in my YouTube, like when I was started to get into my networking days with this vlog channel. This is what happens when you've got a lot to talk about, that when you're relying on chat, you haven't got comments. And then when you start talking, you've got too many comments. So I must speed through them. So Resh says, that's not my channel. So I will now, that is interesting, because I obviously, when I first started to make friends on YouTube and I found people, okay, but you have nothing on your channel. Okay, well, we can get rid of that screen then. So, oh dear, am I going red now? But no, I must, you know, when you first meet people and you go and search up their channel, because you can't click on the links at all now, I always double check the pictures, but clearly didn't check the pictures on that occasion. And that's why when you came on, I was talking about graphic design, because I knew you have graphic design experience, and we were talking about that before. And I obviously thought that they were close enough channels to be, there we go. But anyway, this is me. I famously make mistakes, and there we go. So you have absolutely nothing on the channel. Okay, and that's why your little piggy is very different now. But if I hadn't shared you my screen, we would never have known and never figured it out, and I would have been super duper confused forever and ever. Yes, we need a 90s emoji for a tidal wave. Yeah. Maurice is how you say Mauritius. There, my brain's just engaging. Sounds fine. Lovely. Oh, it should sound better than fine. But no, I'm happy enough that it sounds fine and I can do some more testing at other times. So I just thought if I've got the chance to upgrade the sound with my proper microphone, then I can give it a go. It's not too bad. It's not in my way too much. But I don't like seeing a thingy sticking up in there. So I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I had a nice Monday. Mark's been back at work for 2 weeks and a day now. So things are getting back into more normality, but more of a normal routine, and Annabelle's having a bit more out time, going to my nan's garden and my mum's garden. So she's enjoying being out and about a lot more, but we're not going to shops and stuff. We're just sort of driving from home to a garden and having a little run around and chill out and then driving back home again. But that is fine. We're fine with that. Bit of networking. Hello. You're new here from North Carolina. Yes, I think we did meet each other then on one of these platforms. So North Carolina, I resell on eBay and Mercari. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we have Mercari over here. I looked up Poshmark in the UK to see if we had anything like that, and we didn't. And Mercari I haven't looked at all to see. So Jason, are you still in the house? I'm going to invite you to come on screen and join me, because I did mention this to you before, but you may also want to share our instructions for. You can have up to 6 people on screen at once. I'll go to Messenger and send it to you private Messenger, just in case I have a baddie come on and I don't know what to do with them. No, it's nothing to do with my other guests on here now, but you never know if you're not prepared for. It's loading. It's taking ages. Okay, if you're not prepared, obviously, Jason, if you're not ready to come on today, that's fine. We'll move to Resh in the order of appearances. Although obviously Resh was in the video, the live stream first. I did mention to Jason yesterday, the day before. Oh, I think dinner's cooking. I think Mark's cooking dinner. Yay! We're having paella from Aldi. It's a frozen thingy. So I'm just privately sending in Messenger, Facebook Messenger, to Jason the link, and let me look at what it says for the instructions. Open a new tab. I don't want to lose the tab I'm in. I'm sure it wouldn't be that simple to just lose where I am. Make sure you have. Let me share this with you, my lovelies, for those of you, because I haven't been on anybody else's live stream yet. I did have an invitation from Victoria, the Adventures in Reselling, who's lovely. She's a lovely host. The guys over in the States have a chat show where they group together twice a day, actually, and I keep missing them, and they do have a lovely chat. However, I haven't quite had the confidence to go on and chat yet, because I've only been reselling on eBay for over about a week or 2 now. I did sell loads of my old stuff on there over the years, but I'm not sure I'm quite a reseller to go on the show just yet. But I did say I wanted to stretch my boundaries. North Carolina. I was also going to tell myself that every time somebody comes on from a new location, I would have a look. But I don't want to multitask so much that I lose the interaction with you guys. But it's lovely to see you all in here and giving me support on my channel. I'm increasing my time, my hours. I've got not in a big scheme, but just slowly. I want to make sure that I increase month on month and build. But obviously, if I can try and keep it in a condensed period, it would be better. But I'm not desperately busting a gut to do it. But I do appreciate anybody who's you know, interested in my videos, to play my videos, to enjoy them, to, you know, just let them play if you forget to press pause or stop when you go out for a walk or something. Did I just say that? No, it's fine. Where was I? Guest instructions, sharing my screen. Oh, Jason's in the background. Shall we just head over straight to Jason? Should we go there? Oh, he was there. He is there. I've just hovered over the top. Hello.
Hello
This
there.
is exciting.
You're right there.
So, do I have to mute my... How does that... Guys, this is why it's good to practice, isn't it? I haven't got headphones to... Yes, definitely. You're on Victoria's chat, OBX. That's exactly where I thought I had seen you. Sorry, Jason. I'm just at the stage where when you start talking, I can hear it.
Okay.
Does everyone else hear it? So if anyone does have any comments or feedback,
can you not hear me? I'm going to be
quiet now and let Jason talk. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
No, I can hear you, but my logic is, if I can hear you, is everyone else hearing you through my computer or through the sound feed you're putting through the internet? If that makes sense.
I'm hoping it's through the microphone. Well, I hope anyway. If it's all working. Can everybody hear it? Sound is good apparently. Sound is good apparently from OBX Picker. Thank you. Thank you for that. I've got you on my YouTube screen.
OBX, we're on StreamYard. Here, that's all we're using.
Fantastic.
Ah.
It's very weird to see myself in two places at the moment.
Cool. So you aren't able to... yes, of course. Because guests... Okay.
Yeah, I've got the live chat.
You can only see yourself through my screen.
Actually, I'm gonna
Mine's paused on my iPad.
Yeah, I've paused the live chat now on that screen as well. So yeah, I can now see the live. I've got the live chat going on here as well, and I can also see and hear you as well. No problem. So yeah, going well so far. Oh dear. Oh dear, I think I broke the screen. It's all paused now, unfortunately. Oh dear. Oh, it's just me. How is that right? That's not right. I'm not taking over the channel. So this is the Natasha Natters, and this is the new head of the show taking over. Natasha, I need you. Oh dear. Well, hopefully if this is still going, that means the video's still going. So therefore, should be no problem.
I forgot to add myself back to the stream, and you're still there. So my everything went.
I just took over the show for you. Don't worry, I had it covered.
Great. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah. So Jason, do you want to just introduce yourself? Let everyone know who you are and why you're here. Yeah. How did you come to be on the live stream and so on?
My name's Jason Stroud, and I'm from Peterborough in UK. I know Natasha from when we used to work in teaching together, and I sort of ventured off into escape rooms and designing escape rooms, puzzles, different kinds of experiences to do with puzzle solving, and that's where I am at the moment. So yeah, that's me, supply teaching and escape room designer, I guess, for me.
It's a good name.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Cool. So you've attended a few of my live streams, which is really nice because it's nice to have someone you know in the real world. I always say this, but it's great to see people in the real world as well as the YouTube world. It just makes it that extra level of validity. So you know, if a real person who knows you in the real world watches your channel and joins you in your community there, then you kind of think, well, you must be doing something right. But it's nice to be able to chat and to network while we're on this lockdown anyway. But coming out of the lockdown, it's
good to see you grow as well from you know, the original the ones you used to do with the language, sorry, and I used to put those videos up for my class actually, so that was good to see. And then you progressed into the streaming and into now conference call YouTube thing, which is great.
Yeah, because I never actually envisaged ever having anybody on my channel in this capacity. It was always just, oh, you know, I love live. I've done my Facebook lives on my Facebook, you know, just, hey, I'm at a concert, guys. Ta-da! Here's the camera. Let's boogie for a few minutes and then off a trot. And you know, the live streaming was a great way to just be able to connect with the YouTube audience. But yeah, I never really kind of envisaged doing a show kind of thing or a you know, multi-screening, multi-personality thing. So it's I've got something in the private chat. Is that you? Yeah, cool. Okay, thank you. No, I appreciate you. I haven't got very long. That's great though.
So does StreamYard enable you to do more people talking like this? So therefore you could actually get more networking people. Let's say you could have different screens and all talking to each other. Is that right?
I saw, well, talking to the whole audience still 6, I believe. You can have up to 6 people, I think it said.
Nice.
Somewhere. Let's have a look at the instructions. So I'll just do some screen share for a second if it lets me. So I can choose from the picture. So I can choose from a big picture and 2 smaller pictures, or 2 people and a screen share. Well, that's what we're doing now. That's a bit confusing. I'm just looking at the icons.
How we says they can do 6. Yeah, it definitely can do 6. So that's very interesting.
I've selected the share screen thingy. I was just going to share a quick guest instructions thing because we're doing a bit of a sharing best practice thing of, can you all see? No, I've done it again. I've gone and clicked on the tab in my real computer, what I want to share with you, rather than doing it in the interface. So I wanted to share with you guys the guest instructions of what to do when you join someone's live stream. So it talks to you about devices and the mic. So if you copy that URL, or put it into the chat, you can see it for future reference, obviously, because it's good to be able to grow your, that's in the chat, guys, if you want to save that link for later. You probably can't copy it though, can you? But at least you can take a picture of it. But the cameras, I've only done this on Chrome, not Safari, because there's something to do with the webcam sections and things. But I think a lot of this isn't just to do with the streaming. I think that all of this is streaming in general, not just with somebody, but the screen sharing bits. I think I'm going to come out of this. I don't think this is adding to the. It's
very good to see though, especially what StreamYard can do. If anyone's watching this who wants to do streaming and everything like this, StreamYard seems to be very good to be able to put it on the screen and put everything that you want on the screen in a nice presentable fashion, really. Yeah, love this little text box at the bottom here, down there. Yep.
I'm just going to flick through just visually rather than reading them out, because it's quicker to read than it is to listen to hear, just to make up some ground. Yeah, I vanished. Had to close some of my streaming bits and turn off my iPad that was where I could see the comments better. It's all you, Jason.
It's all me. Yeah, it was for a couple of minutes.
He will actually let you for 6. Absolutely, guys. You guys chip in as much information as you want. This is all for you guys as well. It's not just the Natasha show or Natasha and Jason show. It's a place for us all to share and contribute and grow together. So that was the link. You do a live reseller show on Friday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern, and you use StreamYard. Okay, cool. I was thinking of having a look at OBS purely because, as a language tutor and a because I did lots of lessons, I would love teaching lessons at my computer, because I had my big Mac 27-inch screen and I could have multiple documents open, and I could just tutor someone online and pick up any document at any time and say, right, let's go through this, let's work on a PowerPoint, and we'll manipulate some sentences and use some grammar, and then here's a quick video. So I could literally plan the whole lesson, boom, 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 and it could be like even more turbocharged than a normal lesson, because I've planned a lot of these elements, and you can kind of put them in. But I did use fancy software for some of those, and it was quite costly. But I liked the idea of using streaming software to be able to put in these fancy bits to make sure. Yeah, I've just noticed it's 8 o'clock. Some of my friends here are going to hop over to another channel. I'll probably do in about 15 minutes. So Jason's going to hop off soon as well. But Jessie, let him know that I'll be over soon, and I'll bring people with me if anybody wants to come over into that room to see that one. I may as well.
It's very good to see all of this, and I'll tell you what, we should probably organise this another time, because I will probably have questions as someone who doesn't use YouTube a lot. So, because I've had ideas of having a puzzle kind of streaming puzzle thing, you know, where you solve them, and you could have different screens, you know, with different elements in that you could solve as you're going along. So it'd be good to learn like different things from you as well. And also, I love your crafting as well, because that's always good to see.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, I think I'll just try and do a range of things over my channel, just to kind of build the time up, just to have that connection with my audience, and just kind of see which things are more popular, but not really to try and smell what sells, but just to be able to have a bit of a varied lineup, because that's where I am at the moment. It's a blog channel. Drop the link. Who's that to, OBX? I'm just going to screen share, guys. Kevin, sorry, Jason, to interrupt you where you were then. I just want to share the channel of where we're going to head over after this. This is Kevin Hart, who I met through Jessie's videos, because I was amazed that there was Kevin Hart vlogs on YouTube, and I thought, wow, that sounds cool. And when I looked at the channel, I was just like, water sports, paddleboard in the beautiful bays, and you can see down in Cornwall there's some beautiful views. Kevin uses aerial photography with his drone, and he must have a GoPro. If not, he's very careful with his phone. And there's some really great footage paddleboarding across Europe. So he's going to do a live stream right now. It's already just started, and he's apparently a legend of live streams. And when I met him, he had no internet connection, and he was doing normal, just a few live streams on his phone. And so it's all going to start again now. He's got his internet, and I think it's going to be a place to be. So those of you who want to hop over, I know it sounds a bit bad saying, right, guys, off you go, but I'm going to be heading there in a little while. But I would like to round up my live stream beforehand. So that is where Jessie's going, and I think Resh, I'm pretty sure you guys are friends from there, aren't you? So there is that one. So yes, OBX is so 8 Eastern. I'm going to make sure I've got you with the notifications on, so it will pop up. A reseller show. Jessie's going, she's gone. OBX are the link for that. Yeah, you're right. And that is another reason why I want to be able to do, I don't know, I could have just put the link. But the StreamYard, Jason, gives you the ability to have banners as well. That's the channel, not the actual
it looks really good.
live stream. But the banners are the little pointers you've seen me mention before. So the spotlight guest button.
Oh.
So this kind of Monday slot, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it up, especially when Annabelle is going to bed at different times. But I think I might just for a while just be popping on at certain points. But if I have friends who want to come on and join me, then we can try and pre-arrange it. Maybe might be a good idea, or just see who's there.
Let me know if you ever want me to hop on and take over the channel again for you. That's all right.
Cool. It's been lovely having you on. So the networking side of it is to thank you. The networking was for everyone to be able to network together and speak to each other and catch up and share tips. So we've got we had a guest last week who talked all about doing YouTube. Well, that's the thing with lots of YouTubers being eBay resellers or vice versa. They want to share their content on YouTube. They want to connect with an audience, and it's a completely different thing selling stuff on the internet to doing videos and editing and footage. But it's the easiest thing to stream or just to join the stream, because you just click a button and you're there. So a lot of people need to fill in the gaps with some of those skills. So yeah, OBX, thank you for that. It's useful to be able to. Are you still here? Because I can see it says 2 people watching. And is that Jason and that'll be Jason and yourself, wouldn't it then?
Probably. Yes.
You never know, because some people come on and they never say hi, so it could be someone floating in and out, or it could be a commenter in and out. Here comes
always say hi. Should always say hi in the network.
Jason's
hello.
No, Jason, Mark Jason.
Hello, how are we doing?
Hello, Mark. You okay?
Yes, good, thank you.
He's gate crash. No, not gate crash, really. He's in a guest spot.
Oh, that's okay.
Just have to try and test it out. I've got him. Thank you for dinner.
Hey. Is that your Prosecco?
No, it's gin, pink gin.
Ah.
In a cider glass. And this paella. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to go. But yeah, we should definitely do this again sometime. So yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Fun. It worked, didn't it? So that's the main part. Apart from me getting Resh's channel wrong, which is so funny, but that's like me, isn't it? Things happen.
It's okay. Just
You can
subscribe on his channel, and the other Resh got an extra subscribe out of it as well.
But thank you, Jason. You've got to go, but thanks so much. And I'll see you soon.
Yep. See you soon. Good luck.
Take care. Bye. OBX, do you want to come on, see if we have any more guests, or I might wrap this up. If not, we can head over to see Kevin, or I was planning to go at least 15 minutes longer, just because I hadn't fully gone through the ins and outs of what will be coming up on this show. What the hell? They have over 200,000 viewers. That's brilliant, isn't it? Because I know there's a mixture sometimes of the viewers. What have I missed? What have I missed? Thanks, guys. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. The future. Did you want to come on, OBX? There's not many people here, but it's just to be able to at least be on the replay, and for me to see you properly before I head over to your channel. So the YouTube how-tos is a feature I would like to pop on at some point, to be able to see who wants to learn how to do what, and I'll guide you through bits and bobs on the channel. And the networking part is where people can talk about their channel, what kind of things they post, what kind of help they're looking for, whether it's feedback on videos, tips and ideas, or just looking for friends, or just want people to watch videos full stop, and that's it. We all have different goals, and I was going to talk about microphones in a bit more detail at some point. Yay, come on then, pop up your pop. Let me get the link. Forgot there were 3 things I was going to say I was going to try and do on this video. So now I'm putting the link in the chat box, and I still have the ability to be able to say if somebody else sees it and clicks it, they don't go straight live, do they? There's the link. I have a mouthful of food while I can. Ooh, no, I can't. It's hot. It's hot. So we can do a little mini interview now, can't we? Little mini interview. I do have about 30 views on my average live replays at the moment, so it's not too bad. Yeah, can you see the link? Are you coming on? That's me saying yes, come on. I don't know if I actually did say yeah, come on, pop on. I think I said on your pop. Yeah, I did make it clear, didn't I? Yeah, you're getting on computer. That's another thing, isn't it? Because I wouldn't have known, because you can click links on the phone, but you can't click the channel. Can't click the channel link. I'm going to get your channel up. Maybe it's bigger. I don't get a little notification popping up at all. You see, this is the thing. I've never I wasn't sure whether to turn up the sound, if that would make it worse or better. I think there is that noise cancelling button you press as well, but I was just trying to get my head around the option where you press the noise cancelling thing and you put your headphones on. I will just get used to it. That's just what I did when I was teaching. I used to remember the settings and work out. Once you've done a few simple online lessons, you get used to the platform and the material and what's happening another time. So I don't know if I would be a very good interviewer, but I would like to be able to show people. Yeah, I am subscribed to you with the notification on already, so that's good. Resellers Roundtable. What the hell's 2-hour video? That's a good one. Where are we in StreamYard? Rebooting CPU. I've forgotten about that. I actually turned my laptop off this morning and let it reboot because it was just doing really slow things. Since I've been doing lots of stuff on YouTube, it's not doing so well. And I did have to reboot from zero. So while I cover the bit on microphones, I was just going to discuss, not really present anything about microphones, but if anyone does have any questions, is watching the replay or anything, pop them in the comments below and I'll put some information in. This big microphone was the one they recommended years and years ago, and I had it in my Amazon basket for a while and I was waiting for the price to drop, and I got it as low as maybe £85 instead of 90 or 100. It kind of went up and down, but this was the one that they recommended because it was sturdy, it was always reliable, and it was big enough to hold the different chambers. There's a condenser in there and it has the ability to have different directional speech. So on here I have 4 different settings. There is the setting for me talking straight to it. So really you can create a studio experience, not just having this microphone means you can not just capture the sound, but you can block out other noises. So if I had people doing work in a desk next to me, chomping on crisps, making all that noise, I could hear them you would be able to hear more of me and not them because I'm talking straight to the microphone. Let's see if I do a bit of a click here, if it would be as much. But there's also the ability to do the twisty bits, to turn up the gain and so on, and to be able to experiment with that one. So if I turn the gain up, let's do a quick click to the side now. And if I turn the gain up by about a quarter, I'm not sure if that made me louder in the front and also the sound at the side, or if we're really starting to see the side sounds being blocked out the more we turn it up. But I will see by this test. Let me see how we go. And then there is the dial. I don't know if you can change while you're doing a recording or if that messes the settings up, but the setting to choose it so you have the person speaking to hear. So while I'm speaking, I hope you're getting on okay there. OBX, what's your name? OBX, and what does OBX stand for? I'm going to ask you that on when you come on. Because I'm English, I don't always understand some of the terms people use in the US. So this symbol we saw for the figure of 8 is someone to go for me to talk and for my person in front of me to talk straight to the microphone. And then there's a setting for all around, which is the omni one, which I think is the circle, the second one here. Then the other one, I can't remember. So there we go. Are you ready? Sorry, you narrate. I can see you now. Let me add you to the stream. Hello and welcome. Welcome.
Hey, how are you, Natasha? Nice to meet you.
I'm good. Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much for coming on. It's just really nice to actually have a human being I've never met before in the real world come into the live stream. So thank you. Bear with me.
Nah, it's no problem. It's good. I'm always looking at channels that I haven't really watched a whole lot of, and like I know I'd sub to you. I think in Victoria's, obviously, if that's where you've been at.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
popping through today, I saw a live stream. I was like, wow, let me go check and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry there's not a big audience for you to meet, but next time, it's just I think some of my closer friends have gone over to see Kevin's live, which I need to get onto in a bit. But that's not me saying go away or anything. But
No.
I haven't done this time of night for a bit, and I can't actually remember. I think I would normally be sort of 8:30, 9 o'clock ish. But I do often do the middle of the day when my daughter's napping, so 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've then got people in the East who are still awake, and the Americans waking up just breakfast time before they go off to work. So I do catch a few people then. So, but this is the English time. So in theory, I should get people from my home turf on.
Right.
So what's your name? What's your first name? Aaron. Eric.
E-R-I-C. Yep.
Eric. Cool.
Yep,
Natasha.
Yeah, I live on the Outer Banks, so I'm like as far east coast as it gets in the U.S. Like the little band of islands out there on North Carolina. That's where I'm at. So.
Oh, lovely. So where Florida is, just south, like
deep north,
south, but middle.
Yeah,
south.
middle of the United States. If you look at the map of the United States, you'll see the middle's like North Carolina. And then like from Florida, between Florida and Maine, like North Carolina kind of sets midpoint. But we stick out, like there's like the island chain. It kind of looks like an L, sets off the coast a little bit. So where all the hurricanes come, that's where I live.
Oh.
Yeah, Outer Banks. If you ever hear the Outer Banks, it's like First Flight, Kitty Hawk, like where Orville Wilbur, right? We had the first colony, the Lost Colony. They talk about it sometimes. So, yeah, Sir Walter Raleigh came there, all that kind of stuff.
So, we did that at school. I didn't do history. As soon as I could drop history, I did, which is a bit of a shame because I've discovered a lot of history through my languages and travel since. But yeah, it's interesting to see what they teach in the UK versus in the US as well.
Oh yeah. So you're in England then, UK?
Little England, yeah. We're in. I'm from Peterborough, which is. It's the easiest way to summarize it is from 20 minutes, half an hour on the train. No, it's not. 2 hours north of London on the train, in the car, or half an hour on the train, an express train. So it's straight up London. So we're kind of connected, but we're kind of near the coast, a little drive away from the coast. It's just ours is like the commuter town. People come to live in our area just to commute. And so on, but it's nice to be able to get to Europe and so on from there. So it has its merits being in England and that.
Yeah, I've flown into London, but I've never got out. Like I didn't leave the airport. There weren't enough time. Like,
oh wow,
I had like a 4-hour layover, but they're like, don't try to leave and come back. You won't make it.
No, I know, not enough time. Where would you have gone if you had, let's say, a whole day?
Honestly, I don't really know. I mean, obviously, there's all the like Big Ben and the stuff that you think about, like when you think of London, London Bridge for us. Like, I mean, I think about all that stuff, but I don't really know. My daughter, she had an opportunity to go play volleyball in England, like at one of the universities. Was, gosh, I'm trying to think. It was something London. Maybe like West London, East London, something like that. I can't think of what it was exactly, but she played college volleyball, so she was getting recruited by some schools over there as well that wanted her to come. But she kind of backed out of it, and then all this stuff happened with the corona and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, "I'm glad I decided not to go because I done got stuck, like being somewhere." But
you never know, do you? It's foresight is a great thing, but gut feeling, and retrospect is you could talk about it all day, couldn't you? And then what could it be?
I was actually kind of pushing her towards it because I was like, she wants to ultimately like coach volleyball and stuff. Like she's 6'2", like she has played volleyball since high school and played all through college. So I was like, man, like the guy was talking about like recruiting, like pro stuff, that kind of thing. So
my daughter's just woken up. I'm just going to
Okay.
see if I can tend to her for a minute. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
okay,
no
darling.
problem.
I think she's actually out of her bed. Annabelle, you okay? Oh, bless her heart. I think she wants a bit more food because she went to bed 2 hours early. She went to bed really early, so I think she's actually going to want a bit of Weetabix or something before she goes back down to sleep.
I got you.
Go. I literally just put her in bed in her dress to change her when she woke up because she was hot and.
Oh yeah.
So a bit about your channel then, in case we do have to go. Tell us a bit about your username and what your videos are, and
Let's see. OBX Pickers, because that's kind of the nickname of where I live. Like if people come to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, we're like a vacation destination. So OBX is like the abbreviated version. You see little tags that say OBX everywhere, and all over Eastern United States, we have tons of visitors that come here every summer. Like we're dead on the beach. So OBX Picker. I was a big fan of American Picker, like the guys that go places and find all kinds of antiques and all that kind of stuff. They're on TV.
Show?
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah, the American Pickers. So I watched that show all the time. And when I got into reselling, I was like, actually kind of fell into it. My daughter used to sell this clothing line called LuLaRoe, which is like, basically it's kind of like a Mary Kay or an Avon kind of situation. Like you're your own business, you buy inventory, you sell it. So she did that, and she did it for a couple of years. Then she got bored with it. So we had tons of inventory at my house, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to sell it on eBay. And I didn't sell a lot of that, but we started to go in, like, I guess you guys call it boot sales, but we started going to yard sales here and just picking up stuff. Yeah. And man, I got hooked. Honestly, I found a bunch of Marvel action figures and for super cheap, and I've made thousands of dollars on those things. And so after that, I kind of really jumped into it. And then when Corona hit, what I normally do for work, I do all kinds of like gig work anyway. Like in the summer, I drive Uber here because it's very busy here.
Okay.
And I also do like renovations, like home renovation kind of stuff, and handyman service, that kind of thing. So a lot of those jobs kind of got canceled because people are afraid of you being at their house. So I devoted a little bit more time to, and we couldn't do Uber because people couldn't be in the car with you, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of jumped into the reselling bit, and then I just started documenting it after that. So basically my channel's about me finding stuff, me selling stuff. And I'm trying to do a little bit more education side, to where like teaching people how to do certain aspects of reselling, like, how to source, how to ship, how to sell, just the basics. And then on Friday nights, me and a couple other YouTubers have put together this event we call the Reselling Roundtable. And so we bring on guests and basically interview them. Mostly, like, you've been in Victoria's channel. They talk a little bit about reselling, but they just kind of, it's basically like a morning show. But we're a little bit more devoted to the reselling side of reselling, and just really like we try to find unique guests that have more insight with certain situations. Like we've had guys on that are into like sports cards, and they can kind of tell you all about that. We've had guys on, like we have this guy Omar, who's not even on YouTube. He's like an Instagram guy. He's like 23, and he's selling more than most people like that have been doing reselling for a long time. Like he's into Amazon, he's into eBay, but it was amazing to see the kid's hustle and his drive, like him coming on talking about it. So we've had a lot of people on as guests, but this past week we did have What the Hales. They're huge on YouTube. Well, huge for us because we're a small channel, But
Yeah.
you know,
Good
when he's like,
reason for
yeah,
you.
over 200K, and he's like, yeah, we're just a small channel. I was like, well, we must not even be on the radar then, because like we're not.
Yeah.
They've only been doing YouTube for 2 years, and they've grown that big. So they came on and gave all kinds of insight of how to do YouTube.
Yeah.
So for resellers, we all have that same question, right? How to do it? Like, is their secret sauce? Like, what do we need to look at? But they just gave us a lot of practical ideas of how to do it, how to do YouTube. Yeah. And we got to interview those guys. So we basically do an interview on Friday nights, bring people in. So it's pretty good. Actually, do you know David the Boot Picker?
I haven't seen his name, I don't think.
Yeah, he watches my stuff all the time. It's always funny. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'll see where he watched it the night before. He leaves me comments, but he's from the UK as well. And then Georgina, so as well. Like Georgina, she's been on Victoria's show, but I think she's UK as well.
Okay. So. I can see this little one expiring in a minute and needing to be settled back down with some milk and so on. And but it's been really, really lovely to meet you. And thank you so much for coming on. And now I can, you know, it's even better to know you now, to be able to go and watch your channel with that level bit more of interaction. I do really like the sound of your show, because it's kind of the angles I'm coming from, really, where I want to be able to give more nitty-gritty in the show, as opposed to just chilling, networking, and being in the same headspace, which is brilliant for a big chunk of the day. But I'll definitely give that a watch. I've just put it on the bottom of the screen anyway, so everyone watching the replay can see it. Anything else you wanted to say before we close? I think videos?
Pretty much that's what I've got going on. You know, if people do want to come and watch, just feel free to drop a comment. And if I can help in any way, like even yourself, if I can ever help you out, I'm on Instagram as well. That's usually the best way to get a hold of me. And
so it's Instagram. I think it cut out a second, or my ears failed.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram as well. So
what's your username?
At OBX or just at OBX Picker, one word.
Okay, no word. Yeah. Brilliant. Well, I'll have a little look for you on there. I'm MLS Natasha on my social media, so Instagram works for me on that one. So we'll hook up on that one as well then. So yeah, I think I find it hardest on my videos to just stop talking and bang, draw the line and close. But I'm conscious that I do that, so I'll probably go too far. I'm just kind of like boot you straight out. But thanks so much then.
It was great.
Nice to get you back on another time when I've got a bigger audience for you, but it's been good to introduce you to my audience who do the replays and do some networking.
Yeah, that sounds great. Appreciate it. Nice meeting you. You have a good one.
And you too. I'm going to end my stream there as well, everybody. So I'm going to say thanks so much for watching. Let's head over to Kevin Hart Vlogs. If you type in Carphone 9746 featured, I'm pretty sure you can click on that link anyway. I'll see you guys in there. I'm going to be just doing the texty chatty bit on there and getting back to family life at the same time. So thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up. And you woke up, Daddy.
What are you doing?
I'm just closing my live stream. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Hold on a minute.